inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. They don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Fall. He could catch the ball, he could run it. I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game. They're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the counter running back. He gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them more dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Through the air, it's Coates. Finds his man, it's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Hines is tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
The RPO, fire complete to the back. Good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's saying he didn't get the first down with more yards. But think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking downfield, it's Rob. Here's the pressure. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. He tries to find a little more running room on that return, and he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the
man, you know he's looking for more.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Easy. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Davis. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback and have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they're on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling at us, but they are intimidating.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to increase that defense.
To the ground with the back. So, close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
To throw, it's Coates. The screen, watch out. They'll knock him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and go and get him tackled to the ground.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes it.
Quick strike from the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between the QB and the wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field, finding themselves down 7-0. They love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. Good surge up front, getting 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Back to pass, it's Rob. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the game first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy? On third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up the...
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
On the play. And that's a first down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Using his legs, it's Mount. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. You're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football.
Got some room, head to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas,
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, just a great job by the defense back stop. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Crosses for 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got out to the 31 with the first down.
Big 3rd down conversion. Get the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives in. What a weapon.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31. A big pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between
defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
They're working their right side. They got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he rolled his way inside the 10-8.
That's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great game. Great job on the offensive line.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. 325. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave it that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop on 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, it's dropped. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Gamecocks will pull away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. Here he goes. Make the crowd pull its breath like a bomb return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, but I got to pass rush like that.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes the grab on the back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can lead the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Right back to the line. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Coates. Puts it on the air. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's complete. Will be stopped short of the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job of throwing the pass, forcing the incompletion on the quarterback.
Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They started this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here in the opening game.
Yeah, I love getting that break and have to go talk with my coaches and take my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't get into the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and his veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half and get this run game started.
Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a little space. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there. They'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense gets set for second down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the blown catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, you can turn up field. You saw that right there.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Fan in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. Things being quiet. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback down.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just sit down. Let's everybody live for the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch. But today, they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds like they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to throw. It's Rock. Pressure coming. Able to get just a few. Sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job on the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide in. Don't take a big shot.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Hunt. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Casey. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Rides the back on the option to give. Turning it on.
Great always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Gives it on the option. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
On second down, defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get the third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Using that running game to punch and forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Not much room to run. Let's give it 1 to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, Dave, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes the grab. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Hey, with the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And I like the call. 3rd inches. I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Gamecocks, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw. It's Bob. Touchdown, South Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly out for the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That run interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, going up and stuffing it.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the air, it's Coates. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the 1st down. They're in the red zone at the 20.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately need.
What a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Kruger. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And this one will be stopped for the game.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Throws for the tight end. Got it downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Rock. Flips it out in the flat. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep, plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in the blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that you care about.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Coates. Makes the catch. The quick spin move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Carney. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goal post. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive on first and goal. They get the completion. Listen, the game's come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished off. somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Hey, Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that defense gets to it, and down he goes at the 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Rock. Caught over the middle, it's Casey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down line. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Dropped the football and now turned it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6 and the defense is running out of answers.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop?
They punctuate the chance for a trip to the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Someone saying run out the clock. Someone saying I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. The offense did their job.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass, it's Rock. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock is struck 0, and the ball game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.